Hi, Susan. I actually wanted to come in. I know you guys are getting ready to move to the new place, so I thought it would be actually a good day to come in and say hi and just ask you some questions. I know it's been, we had a great experience together, and Whiteacre loved working with you, but I just wanted to come in and kind of ask you some direct questions and see how did everything go for you, from the moment you received our letter to actually now getting ready to close and move into the new place. I think when I met you, I actually never asked you, like, when did you really make the decision to sell? Yeah, I know you guys are a large family. You have been here for a long time.
24 years.
Yeah. So when was that, first thought that, just thinking about selling the property?
Well, I never thought, I never wanted to leave this property. I wanted to stay here for a lifetime. Wayland's very expensive, and really what happened in the end was the bank. I went to try to refinance because my 5-year adjustable rate had expired, and I didn't qualify. And even a friend who wanted to co-sign with me didn't qualify. So that's when I said, it's time.
Yeah.
I can't live here, it's too expensive. So right about that time was when I got a letter in the mail.
Yeah. So tell me about that.
Do you want to ask me about that?
Yeah. Like, you got the letter in the mail. How did you, what did you think?
I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
So I got the letter in the mail, and I saw, it was a white envelope, and I saw Whiteacre Properties. I opened it up, and I read it briefly. People in the area want to buy Wayland homes. I put it in recycling.
Yeah.
Didn't really read it
Yeah.
at length. And then about a few days later, when I knew I had to start advancing with selling my house, I said, I think I'm gonna go back in the recycling and get that letter. Went back, looked at it again, said, nah, this is junk. Put it in the recycling. Took it out a third time,
Oh, wow.
and I kept it on my counter. But I still didn't think it was real because all the perks that you offer, I said, this is a fantasy world. This can't be for real. It's just what I want, but it can't be for real. So then the next day I called you.
Yeah. No, I remember the phone call. You said, come on out, and I think we came, Illyra came at some point in the afternoon or at night.
You want me to tell you about that?
Yeah, sure.
So Lyra came to look at my house, first person to ever look at my house.
All right.
It was at nighttime.
Yeah, it was night. Yeah.
Not the optimal time.
No.
And we walked through, spent about an hour. She was so friendly. She loved my house.
Yeah.
And she left, I was feeling really good. She says, well, this is a very complicated house. It's got 3 floors, it's old. We have to have another Ennis look at the house.
Yeah.
So then you came out and the second time.
Yeah. No, I remember that conversation. She was like, oh, this is it's a unique property because it's an older house and it's big, and you have to go take a look. And she told me all about it, and she's like, oh, Susan was great, but she had a ton of questions, and I'm not sure if I addressed all of them right. So what were some of the obstacles in your mind, like, about selling the property? Like, what?
Yeah, so in my mind, I always thought that when it came time to sell my house, I would most likely sell as is because I didn't want to spend the money to fix it up. And I always thought, $600-700, somewhere in that ballpark. So the obstacles are the age of the house, 120 years old. There's a lot that needs to be fixed up and updated. So those were the 2 main obstacles.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. And so we had the appointment together. How did we address those questions and concerns that you had as far as selling it as is and, buying it with no contingencies? But also, I think one of the big parts of our whole agreement was waiting for the new place to be ready, right, for new construction house. So how did that, did we address those concerns? How did you feel about, after we actually had the conversation here?
Well, I think the reason I had so many questions was because your letter said, buy as is, I can leave things behind I don't want, it's on my timeline. So I'm like, that's why I had so many questions, like, is this really, is this for real, is this for real? And it was. And so you made me feel really confident that you were good people, you cared about my property, I could tell you really cared about my property. You really generally liked my property.
Yeah, no, we did.
And it's so unique.
Yeah.
And so that just made me feel more comfortable, knowing that I found the right company to buy my house.
No, that's great. So we are about less than a month away from you moving to the new place. How are you feeling about that? Are you ready to make the transition?
Well, I think since we closed at the end of May,
Yeah.
and I've been living here since the end of May, so what's that, 4 months or
Yeah.
so, I've been slowly chipping away. So emotionally and mentally, I've been preparing myself
Yeah.
because I raised my 5 boys in this house. These walls can speak.
Yeah.
So much happened in 23 years in this house. This was like a homestead where, you know, when they get to high school, all the friends would come over because you could walk from the high school, and the Bonner house was a place to go.
Yeah.
So it's a new chapter. I think packing up, taking things down from walls, giving things away is all the process.
Yeah.
And it's 3 weeks away now. So I have 1 foot in my new place and 1
Yeah.
foot still here.
Yeah. How convenient was to actually live in this house until the new place was ready, you know, and actually get the equity out of the house, because I know that was also a major thing, you know, have that in the bank in order to close and kind of do that smoothly.
It all came down to the wire. I had to sell this
Yeah.
property in order to secure the new condo. And I know when we were closing, it was down to days. And it all worked out. You kept telling me, don't worry, it will work out, it will work out, and it did. And I just trusted you implicitly. I just knew that you were someone I could trust.
Yeah.
And that if you told me something, it was gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That means a lot. Yeah, we did agree on that, and I know you guys, everything you were planning actually depending on us executing on what we promised. So there was no, no doubt on our mind. We had to do the right thing and just be on top of everything to
And
close
I think
on time.
I went into this opportunity and this deal with the hopes that we could stay through August. Our original date was August 31st.
Yeah.
Because I had 2 of my boys living here. One was working for the town. He's really active in Wayland, so it was very important to me that he had his last summer in Wayland. And then when I got the news that the condo wasn't going to be ready for August 31st, I came to you, and once again you said, it's okay. I said, look, come in and start construction, do whatever you need to do, because I wanted to work with you as you were working with me.
No, it worked out great, and I'm glad that we were able to accomplish it. What would you say to someone that gets our letter, the company name doesn't tell them anything because they had never heard of us, and then they read the letter that says, we buy it as is, and no contingencies, no commissions, close at your own timeline. It sounds too good to be true. Like, what would you tell them?
I would say if you are ready and your house is overwhelming to you and you don't want to put work into it, and you are confident that you want to just sell as is, to not disregard that letter and to read it thoroughly and contact Whiteacre or any other letter they might get if that's the kind of house they have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've already given your name to maybe 5 friends.
Yeah, no, we've been getting calls.
And 2 or 3 have called you. It's been a 100% positive experience.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's our
There's
goal.
no negative.
That's definitely our goal. We want to, obviously, we are local, and we want people to know us, and word, obviously. We do marketing because of those letters. I mean, that's how we get in touch with you. But a lot of people also spread the word because once they have a good experience, they go online and write about us. But your situation was very unique because you have a large family, and you guys had some dates that we had to really work around. And the fact that you sold and stayed with us for 4 months, that makes it just a unique transaction overall. Most of the people we work with is like, okay, I'm out. It's like
No, it could not have worked out better.
Yeah.
It just every step of the way. Like, I worked with you, you worked with me. Even now with showing the house, you give me advance warning, and no problem.
Absolutely. No, you've been
Just the
also very
reciprocity is
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
it.
No, we could have done this otherwise. It had to be a win-win. Yeah.